Welcome to the stage, Subtext!
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Can we have a word, please? Any word.
Fish.
Fish? How do fish make you feel?
Fishy.
Slippery.
Fishy. When was the last time you felt fishy?
Yesterday. 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. And what was it that made you feel fishy?
I was eating fish.
What kind of fish were you eating?
It was a white fish.
White fish. Where were you eating it?
In France.
In France?
Fuck yeah.
Okay, absolutely.
He's not lying.
My lord,
Yes?
the barbarians are at the gates.
Well, let them in.
My lord, I fear they have nefarious purpose.
Give me 1 second.
My lord,
How do you spell nefarious?
N-E.
Got it. Got it. Can
Are you ready for me to continue?
Can you read this to me?
Certainly. Where would you like me to begin?
At the word it was last said.
Nefarious.
Yes.
Also, dastardly.
Could you read the whole thing? The origin and type of word.
Certainly. Although you have not handed me a dictionary, this is a thesaurus.
Ah, shit.
All it will do is offer alternative words, but perhaps, my lord, perhaps one of them might ring true, familiar to you.
I knew the first one. What was it again?
Nefarious.
Dastardly.
Yeah, indeed. Nefarious, alternate words being dastardly.
That's all I need. I don't want to let them in.
Sire, I fear your kingdom may be coming to an end. You may be the last of your family to rule this fair land.
Well, it's been a good run. But, then I guess let them in then. Because why should we all die? Just let them take over, and then we'll just hang out.
My lord, I suspect from the signs they are carrying that taking over the kingdom will not be sufficient for their nefarious needs.
They have signs?
They do.
What do they say?
It would appear that they wish to hang you, draw you and quarter you, and barbecue you,
Ooh.
sire.
I don't know if I don't like that.
These are carnivorous barbarians, sire. They wish to eat you and then hang your skeletal remains outside the castle to warn other barbarians.
But that's a good way to go.
It is, my lord, but I have no desire to see you barbecued.
But I don't want to just die of death. I want it to be fun. You know?
Absolutely, my lord. I fear, though, that there may be more fun ways to die than being hanged, drawn, quartered, and barbecued.
Well, do you want to make a list?
I'd be delighted,
Okay.
my lord.
Well, tell me, what are the ways?
Well, considering what alternatives are available to us here at the parapet of the castle, I suspect maybe one way to begin would be to take down the silk tapestries from your chambers, make of them parachutes, and jump from the parapets here.
But I don't want to parachute, I want to die.
My lord, my inference was that the sheets would not make good parachutes. We would in fact plummet to our deaths, but...
We need better sheets! We need better sheets!
But my lord, if the sheets are too good, they will function as parachutes and you will not die.
But then why don't I just jump?
Because, my lord, I thought you wanted to include some element of fun in your demise.
But it feels like fake fun! Like, give me flaming sticks to jump, and I'll swing them as I jump. If I'm waving around, I feel like a ribbon dancer, and I don't want to be a ribbon dancer. Do you
My
think
lord.
I'm a jester? I'm a king, damn it!
Indeed you are. Indeed you are, my lord. Possibly the last of a great line of kings.
Thank you.
And as luck would have it, the barbarians have among them many flaming sticks. However, should I attempt to procure any, I fear I would myself be hanged, drawn, quartered, and barbecued before I could bring the sticks back to you, my lord.
If they do it to a king, they do it to you.
My concern is they would do it to me most expediently,
They
my lord.
would.
But that would prevent me from serving you in your hour of need. And I feel that if you are to be barbecued, I should be there to make sure it is at least done efficiently.
That's very nice of you. I would run. I would run fast and far away, and I would let them rip you apart and then eat you. And I would be nowhere to be found.
Sire, I am not angry. You were raised to rule this land. I cannot pretend what burdens that places upon you.
I did a bad job. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I did a real bad job.
Sire, my station does not allow me to comment on your performance in
Yeah,
government.
go for it. Go for it. Let me have it. We're gonna be dead anyway. Go ahead. What have you always wanted to say to your king?
I have been conditioned, sir, not to speak my mind, but
Well, I'm
what,
gonna recondition you. Ah.
what my station will allow me to say, sire, is that your governance has led thousands of barbarians to the gates with flaming sticks and signs expressing their desire to barbecue you, sire. That did not happen with your father nor his father before him.
But the question is that even true? Are there really barbarians?
They look extremely angry, sire.
Oh, you're looking at them. Okay, all right.
Yes, I see them. They stretch as far as the eye can see, and my eyes aren't as strong as they once were, but I can see many, many barbarians.
But maybe it's not my fault.
Some of them are wearing masks of your face, Lord.
Maybe they like me.
They are
Like
caricatures
Halloween.
of your face. They have the more amusing aspects of your face exaggerated for comic effect, sire. They are looking to mock you even as they slaughter and consume you.
It's my chin,
Sire, they
my
are making
nose,
their
and my hair, is what you're saying.
Indeed. Sire, add your nose.
Well, what else? Go ahead. Let it rip. Tell me, what else have I done bad? Dig in. It's your only chance.
Sire, when you took over the throne from your father, God rest his soul, this
I call him Pop Pop.
you did indeed. You did indeed, and a noble and a noble and kingly name it was. But when you took over from your father, sire, this land was known amongst all of the 12 kingdoms as having the largest deposits of valuable minerals known across the world, sire. Now,
I sold them and ate them.
you did.
All of them. They were good.
Sire, it is no coincidence that the barbarians wish to barbecue you, sir. I believe it is a political statement based upon the fact that you have essentially barbecued and consumed all of this land's raw materials.
Sounds about right. What else?
Sire, I supported you. I felt that beneath your man of leisure exterior, beneath your apparently carefree attitude, somehow lived a thoughtful and considerate leader.
Nope.
And even as you stand here behind me denying it, my conditioning still makes me
No,
wish
I was
to
a
believe
bad
that's
leader. I
true.
know I wasn't. There's nothing good underneath this. It was nothing good. You thought wrong.
Sire,
That's on
I was
you.
raised to believe you love this kingdom and everything in it. However, there are several thousand barbarians at the gates
They're slow.
who would beg to differ.
Slow barbarians.
Sire, they have not acted. They have not moved upon the gates, I believe, out of respect for your father.
Shit.
But I would suspect by the large burning sundial held among them that time is passing, sire. As soon as the sun has gone down, they will move upon the gates. Thank Providence that today is the longest day of the year. It affords you maybe a few more minutes at most. But sire, I would suspect that it is time now to prepare your final words, those by which you will be remembered.
Bye.
Although as the barbarians were writing this chapter in our country's history, I fear that they may twist your words for their own ends. My lord, I would just like you to know that serving you has not just been my duty, not just the position for which I was raised, born, bred, and educated.
Here we come! Here we come! Here we come!
Chief Barbarian,
Yes!
I speak for the king. I would ask that you give him only a few more moments to compose his final words.
No!
I beseech you.
Hey, what does that mean? Oh.
Sire,
Okay.
I'm attempting to buy them time. Buy you time. By my use of cunning rhetoric. Witness.
You have a fortnight.
That's a lot more generous than I expected, sire. I'm just anxious.
It's okay. Just take your time.
But when I get anxious, I want to rush.
Then run
But you said to take my time.
if you want to.
But I do want to, but I can't because I'm anxious.
Then go.
I'm really confused right now.
I'm just trying to support you. Okay?
But if you
It
support
doesn't matter what I want. This is for you.
I want to be less anxious, but if you're supporting me in my anxiety, how is that helping me be less anxious?
I don't know. If you wanna go, then go and just run as fast as you can. If you don't, if you want to take your time, then just sit here.
Is this double bluffing?
Jeffrey, no,
Reverse psychology?
no. This is your choice, and I will respect it.
It's a delaying tactic.
No, I'm not gonna stop you. Or you could stay.
I've stayed this long.
Then
I haven't run yet.
Do you want to order something, or
Yeah,
let me sit too?
I'm sorry, my anxiety makes me want to rush and it also
It's okay.
delays me. The trouble is, like, I never know what to order for breakfast because I don't like eggs and all of the...
Neither do I. We have something in common. That's so great.
That is great. But like, all of the breakfast packages come with eggs and there's no substitutions. So if I order one of them, I feel like that's a wasted eggs.
Yeah.
You know, and I hate to throw them away. And I think of that poor chicken. Laid that egg, you know? I was ready to be thrown directly in the trash. Nobody even got to eat that egg.
Imagine how I feel.
How do you feel?
I mean, like every time I ovulate, I feel like I should have a baby, but I don't.
That would be
And
a
I feel like
terrible
it's I know.
burden.
What? No, it wouldn't. It's my job. I want to make more people, so I can make good people, so that way they can take over the world.
Outnumber the bad people.
Yes.
But if you had that many children, how would you make sure they were all good? You wouldn't be able to keep up with them
Yes,
all.
I can.
How?
I'm very good at organization. I've
Well,
just never met a man. That's why I online date.
I feel bad I've been facing half away from you this whole time.
It's fine. I know. I get nervous too sometimes. That's why I said, if you want to stay, then you can. If you don't, you could just leave. I always give all my dates that option from the get-go.
How's that worked out for you so far?
Okay, no kids, but they usually stay.
What happens when you bring up the idea of having a kid every time you
They
ovulate?
go. I don't want any attachment whatsoever. I just want to have tons of kids. But I can't even get anyone to be the dad. Not even a real dad, fake dad. Don't want any money or nothing. I am so rich.
That's a lot of process. How are you so rich?
Because I have rich parents.
So you have the money.
Yep.
You want to have a load of babies.
So many babies.
And you just want to be inseminated.
Well, I want to have sex.
Well, what-
I could buy sperm. I could buy the best sperm. I have lots of it. I just don't use it.
Where do you keep it?
In a freezer. I have a cryogenic freezer. I told you I'm rich. Don't ask so many questions. What do you like to do?
I like to read.
That's good.
I like to go for long walks in the city. I'm not really into long walks on the beach. The ocean frightens me.
There's
It
so
just-
many things inside that you don't know. What can
Exactly,
happen.
it triggers my anxiety. When I'm in
Yeah.
the city, I know what's going on. There's cars, there's blocks.
And
like if I get-
murder.
Yeah, but I don't worry about that. Because if you're in a city and you're on 11th Street, you know, and you need to get to 14th Street, well, it's pretty simple. Start walking. If you get to 10th Street, you went the wrong way. Just turn around and you're going to be fine. You know? Cities make sense. Cities are laid out on a grid. Everything makes sense. I just want things to make sense. You know? I don't feel like you and I are all that different.
No, I feel like we're very much the same.
Like, you got a plan. You know what you want.
Like, I like the ocean, and I know that if I just go into the Atlantic Ocean, swim forward, I'll hit England.
Well, not necessarily.
Yes.
You'd have to be swimming kind of north-northwest at a very specific trajectory. Otherwise, I mean, you could end up in North
Well,
Africa.
you walk on a street, it's on a specific trajectory, so I'll just treat the water like a street. I'll just swim straight ahead.
But see, you swim straight ahead, you're not going to go too far before you can't see the coast behind you, you can't see anything in front of you. The thing with cities is points of reference. You've got points of reference. You're out in the ocean, what point of reference have you got?
Are you saying that I'm a bad swimmer?
No, I'm not saying you're a bad swimmer.
That's what it feels like.
I'm just saying you need somebody with you to be like, hey, this is where you are. Like, you know, you're swimming.
You would overcome your fear of the ocean and swim with me to England?
Absolutely. I'd go on one of the little jet bike things, and I could have like a Google app.
Ski-Doo.
Yeah, ski-doo. I'd go on a ski-doo, and I'll have a phone, and I'll be
Would
like,
a
okay.
phone work in the middle of the ocean?
Well, I mean, they're like satellites, right?
So there's got to be a tower.
Well, I would get a satellite phone, powerful enough. You've got money. You're rich.
I
You could
could-
buy
I-
a satellite
I
phone
would get
that
a
connects to
satellite
it.
connected in the middle of the ocean. So that way, and we could put a string on it and just pull ourselves. And then we'll be at the center point and have a string to England. And it's just like a street. I have a point of reference. You have taught me so much.
I mean, I'm learning a lot too. I just had no idea.
My name is Sheila.
Max,
Nice to meet you.
you too.
But if you don't eat eggs, then this is off.
Wow, I felt like we made so much progress.
Can you keep still? Fuck! Thank you.
I just wanted to show off my... I just want you to get my calf muscles right.
I have to start all over again!
What?
Every time you move, I have to start over again.
Well, every time you start over again, you're going to have to pay me double. Look at this body. You think this body gets...
Look at that door. You think you could get out? It's locked. Fuck you. I got the key. Now you're mine. Let me paint you and then you go home.
I don't have to pose just because I'm stuck in this room. You know, maybe I could give you a pose that you really don't want to paint.
I'll do it. If you stand still, I'll paint it. If you don't stand still, I'll tase you.
You got a taser?
I have a cattle prod, but I call it a taser because it sounds less intimidating.
You didn't mention that in the ad.
Nope.
That would have been kind of a deal breaker.
I never mentioned it in the ad. I don't talk about the door either.
Well, I mean, I think people didn't really assume there's going to be a door.
They don't assume there's going to be a door? How the fuck you get in the room?
Take this door. Ha!
Shit! Fuck me, right?
Okay, so you locked the other door behind that door.
Good thing I remembered. Here's the other key. Home. Are you gonna try to kill me? You can't.
Why
I'm
not?
a ghost. Just pose so I can let you go.
Are you kind of like trying to fix something that happened when you were
Yes!
What
I have to
happened?
finish a fucking painting so I can go to heaven. Otherwise, I'm stuck here.
Well, what happened?
Do you want the whole story?
Yeah.
Well, sit down. Shit. So,
Can you even sit down?
well, yeah, I just have to concentrate. You've seen the movie Ghost, right?
Well, yeah, but I figured that was highly
Nah,
fictionalized.
totally true. All 100% true.
No!
Yeah, everything. Thank you.